like we are live here. It looks like it's a little choppy though. Well, everybody, welcome to Region 4A Championships. We'll see. They're probably going to start on time. We may play at the break with trying some different hotspot options. We only have hotspot capabilities here. There is no Wi-Fi at the facility and no guest networks we're allowed to plug into. So what we have is what we have. So I'm going to play with settings and try and clean it up the best I can. I'm hoping it's not too choppy on your end. Please let me know if we've got issues, and we'll work with them the best we can. But we are working with some limitations today. So we've got Region 4A, we've got Juan Diego, Cedar Valley, Tooele, Ben Lomond, Stansbury, and Uinta competing today for region championships. And we're excited to have all of you here, and we will do our best to get your kids' names right and just kind of keep you up to date on what's going on. So our first event coming up is going to be women's 200-yard free relay. We'll go through all the names of everybody. We usually try to get started on that, but no one's headed to the blocks yet.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I would assume they're going to move a little slower today in terms of flyovers, and it won't be as rushed as a normal meet, I'm hoping. We might be able to catch our breath during the 50s.
We've been told that the water is very, very cold. It is state cold. So it's great for the swimmers. This is what they prefer. They swim faster in cold water. For those of you who may be tuning in, we'll give you information here as we go. Some of it will be repeat for some of you, but
cold water's good.
It's what they like.
We do like cold water. We generally go faster. All right, we're coming to the blocks here, Jen.
All right, so we don't have anybody in lane 1, it looks like. So lane 2 is Stansberry. We have Caitlin Taylor, Amy James, Kara Hollinger, Bailey Anderson. In lane 3, we have Juan Diego, Emily Anderson, B. Pascal, Morgan Rutledge, Julia Cunningham. We've got some alternates in here, so I'm just reading off of the information that we have, so hopefully it's correct. Lane 4 is Tooele, Kate Walker, Kylie Randall, Myra Miller, Sharon Sills. Lane 5 is Uinta, Kelly C. Kazakh,
This is the Medley.
Megan Herman, Anna Grammer, Emberly Ferry. Lane 6 is Cedar Valley, Alyssa Roth, Dory Tweedy, Caitlin Rarely, DJ Hardy. Lane 7 is Ogden, Ellie Carlton, Allie Blair, Wakely Mickle, Stella Hunter. Lane 8 is Ben Lohman, Shannon Booth, Megan Graham, Lindsay Cummins, Crystal Higgs.
All right, so your race here is lane 4 and lane 5 based on the heat sheet and the times. Tooele and Uinta. On paper, Tooele and Uinta are going to be battling this out in lanes 4 and 5. So in the medley relay, you're going to see shifts. You're going to see best swimmers in the water. Like for instance, in lane 2, we've got Caitlin Taylor coming out really fast in the backstroke, but we're going to see that lead get eaten up by some of these other swimmers. And in lane 5, we're seeing looks like Megan Herman has pulled well at lead back and is moving right along with a very fast breaststroke. In lane 4, we've got Kylie Randall trying to pull that back as well. And then for Uinta, and Grammer in the butterfly, but in lane 4, Tooele, Maya Miller is pulled ahead now. And she's going to stretch that out to at least a body length by the time they hit the wall. And this is going to be down to the anchors.
Nice.
So Tooele in first for the final 50 yards. We went to high school behind. And it's looking like a race for second place is developing here. Over in lane 7, Ogden is challenging for second place right now, looking to pull it away. But Uinta looks like they're just going to get there. Ogden for third. Cedar Valley is going to touch for fourth.
Nice. Uinta had a 2:06.58. They dropped a 2:02.11. So nice job. They dropped 4 seconds. That's awesome. All right.
Event 3. All right. We don't have 2s because this is just girls.
Oh yes, it's throwing me. Okay, event 3. We have got 3 heats in this. This is the 200-yard freestyle. In lane 2, we have Amelia Hardy Ogden. Lane 3, Anna Nuttall, Ben Lohman. Lane 3, Haley Helm, Cedar Valley. Lane 5, Tatum Wanless, Cedar Valley. Lane 6, Stella Idolat, Stella A, Ogden, lane 6.
Oh, yeah, heats. All right. All right, so yeah, there'll be 3 heats of this event. For this particular heat, Haley Helms on paper in lane 4 should pretty much run away with this one. She's showing a 3:07 as her best time this season. We do have in lane 2, which is Amelia Hardy for Ogden, and in lane 6, Stella Adelet and for Ogden. They do not have times in this event, and so we don't know what those are going to look like yet.
It's interesting at this point that we have swimmers that don't have times yet. I don't know if that's due to COVID or other things. Normally by regions and state, those times are set for these swimmers.
So now that we're at a region meet, they're going to be taking the starts a lot more seriously. They're going to be looking at, they're going to make sure no one's rocking on the blocks. They're going to make sure no one's moving around. So they'll be a little more serious about things. You're going to see the line judges looking for missed flip turns and bad strokes and any disqualification elements. They start taking it a little more seriously than they do during the regular season, looking for everything they can.
Right now we've got Haley Helms ahead of Cedar Valley.
And yeah, in lane 2, we've got Amelia Hardy in this heat in second place. And Tatum Wallace in lane 5 and third right now. And for those of you who are new to this, I would assume most of you have been watching or familiar with swimming, but when you have multiple heats, the higher the heat, the faster the times. So the first heats are generally the swimmers, generally your newer swimmers, and then as you get to the very last and final heat, those are your fastest swimmers for the day.
I don't know what.
Good. So Haley Helms is coming in still solidly in first place, and she should be hitting now for her last 50 yards of the race. And so for this heat, she's solidly out front. Amelia Hardy for Ogden in lane 2 is solidly in second. Race developing for third place in lanes 5 and 3. I mean, it really looks to me like Tatum is starting to fade. The 200 is just a rough race to figure out how to pace herself. It looks like she's fading right now, and Anna Nuttall for Ben Lomond is taking over third place here.
One thing, if you don't know, is the heat times get faster.
Oh, you just missed that. You walked away.
Oh, you already said that. Oh, well, see, you already got taken care of, so
All
good
right.
job.
Haley,
nice. What did she come in at?
hits the wall.
Oh, you don't have time.
Haley needs to punch that mat. So you'll notice in the timer, we've got no time showing. In fact, let me make that a little bigger. If the swimmers come in and put their hand on kind of on top of the wall instead of punching the mat, you'll get a no time. So looks like that's what's happened in lane 4.
So Amelia didn't have a time. She came in at 3:15.57. We're not sure on Haley. Our third place is Anna. She dropped quite a bit of time, which is awesome. She was at 3:55. She came in at 3:39. So nice job.
That's a nice chunk of time to drop.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah, it's way to go. Stella is just coming into the wall.
All right, so we've got Heat 2 coming up here, Jen.
All right, so. All right, in lane 1, we have Elise Baker with Juan Diego. Lane 2 is Jacqueline Hatch Ogden. Lane 3 is Tally Reynolds with Stansberry. Lane 4, Kara Hollinger, Stansberry. Lane 5, Angel Burns, Juan Diego. Lane 6, Karina Mendez, Uinta. Lane 7, Savannah Greer, Juan Diego. Lane 8, Artie Johnson, Ben Lomond.
All right, and you're seeing lane 4 and 5, Stansberry and Juan Diego. So that's going to be Kara in 4 and Angel in 5. They're going to be your 2 fastest swimmers in the water on paper. We'll see how that plays out in the race. So the 200-yard free is just a different animal in terms of races go. You have the 500 free, which is really just a very paced event. It's a longer distance event. You have the 100 free, which is really a sprint. The 50 and 100 are sprints. The 200 is one where you, from a strategy perspective, a little strategy comes in because generally you can't sprint the entire race. You've got to kind of focus on where you're going to be fast, where you're going to pace yourself, and at what point you're going to pick it up near the end. So right now in lane 4 for the first 100, Kara Hollinger is easily out front. We're not seeing the challenge right now from 5 from Angel Burns on paper that we might have been expecting. There's still 100 yards to go in the race. Right now you've got a fight for second place in lane 6 and 3. So Tally Reynolds in lane 3 and Karina Mendez in lane 6 are currently fighting for second place. So Kara Hollinger looking like she's starting to slow up a little bit as she goes into her last 50 yards. Lane 3, you're seeing Tally start to inch ahead. And now you're starting to see in lane 5, Angel Burns is starting to come on a little bit, making a push for what is now third place. So Kara Hollinger looks like is going to win Heat 2 in lane 4. Lane 3, Tally Reynolds is looking for second in this heat. The race is for third. You've got lane 2 making a push for trying to get in there as well, but it's really looking like lane 6, Karina Mendez is going to just hold off Angel Burns, who is pushing to get that third place. Those times look
Kara
like.
did a great job. She came in at 2:30.70. She was seated at 2:33.07. Angel came in at 2:38.54. So she dropped just a little bit of time. She was at 2:38.77. So nice job, ladies. Okay, in our Heat 3, we have Kate Walker, lane 1, Tooele, lane 2, Wakely Mickle, Ogden, lane 3, Hadley Thomas, Uinta, lane 4, Sharon Sills, Tooele, lane 5, Abby Kendall, Cedar Valley, lane 6, Kylie Randall, Tooele, lane 7, Lachelle Coombs Tooele. Lane 8, Teas Tosolini. Sorry, I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. For Juan Diego.
So lane 5, Abby Kendall a little slow off the blocks on that start. It looks like she just didn't get off as quick as she would have liked to. And then lane 4, Sharon Seals coming out quick in this event. The races really should be between lanes 3, 4, and 5. So Haley Thomas in lane 3 for Uinta, Sharon Seals for Tooele in lane 4, and Abby Kendall in lane 5.
Right now, Sharon is ahead still.
She's coming out fast. And you see Kendall is being quite a bit more reserved in how fast she's coming out for this race.
Her Sharon's seated time is 2:16:77.
So we're just going into our first 100 yards, the first half of this race. Sharon Seals is
really strong still so far.
She's got a strong lead. Second place is really between 3 swimmers right now, 3 or 4. Now we should start to see some separation. So 4 more laps to go. Lane 2, I mean, you've got a number of people who are still here. They're hanging around.
Yep. Lane 5, Abby's looking really strong. Right now she's in a second place.
Abby's starting to pick it up a little bit now. You can see the pace coming up. But she's got a lot of ground to make up if she wants to compete for a win. Good turn. She's starting to close. She has definitely closed the gap, but I don't know. That's a lot of gap to close still. So Sharon is on her final 25. Abby Kendall is coming up behind her. But it looks to me like Sharon is going to have this in the bag. Abby has solidly on second. And in third place, we've got a couple swimmers trying to make a move. But it looks like lane 3, Haley Thomas is going to come in third.
Nice job. Sharon dropped a ton of time. She was at 2:16. She came in at 2:12:25. Nice job. Lane 2, Abby.
She dropped time, didn't she?
Yeah, Abby.
She swam a personal best.
Yeah, nice job. She came in
nice.
at 2:15:78. Abby was seated at 2:17:87. So nice job, ladies. One thing about cold water is it makes you move faster. And this is event 5 coming up. We've got our women's 200-yard IM. We only have lanes 3, 4, and 5. So Shaylee Kluber's Cedar Valley, lane 3. Lane 4 is Sydney Sherwood Tooele, and lane 5 is Lindsay Cummins for Ben Lomond. Shaylee and Lindsay both do not have times in this, so the time to beat for this heat is 3:31.
And this is just a rough event. 2 laps at every stroke. It's a lot of work. Seen some deep dives today already.
Really deep.
People going a little deeper than they probably would like to. So Sydney Sherwood for Tooele is going to hit the wall with just about a body length. Now she's starting to fade a little bit, so they're going to come to the wall almost even for first and second right now. I do like watching the 200 IM because you'll see a swimmer who's really good in one stroke surge, like they'll pull ahead or catch up or make up time in a particular stroke, and another swimmer will do it in another one. So you see the strengths really get highlighted You have to be really well-rounded to be good in this event, in all the strokes, or you've got to be exceptionally good at one of them to be able to win. I mean, if you're really, really fast backstroker, you can make a lot of time on backstroke and give some of it up in for instance, breaststroke. But right now, it is all Sydney Sherwood for Tooele in lane 4 for this event. So Lindsay Cummins actually been making up some ground. We had Shaylee Kluber early on in second, but you're seeing lane 5, Lindsay really trying to pull this even and make it a race.
Shaylee and Sydney. Nope, sorry. Lindsay and Sydney.
Yep, Lindsay is in 5. I read it backwards. I'm sorry.
Our heat sheet is backwards from what the pool
Lindsay
reads,
Cummins in 5, my apologies, is making a push. And she is going to make this interesting. They're actually breathing on opposite sides right now, so they can't see each other and how close it is necessarily.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close.
Sydney's going to hold her off, I think.
Yep.
Oh, so close.
So close. Oh, wow. Yeah. So Sydney dropped time a lot of time. Nice job. She was at 3:31. She came in at 3:07:26. And Lindsay set a time of 3:07:47. So
very nice.
Yeah.
Nice race. All right, heat 2.
All right, heat 2. Adelaide Frank, lane 1, Tooele. Lane 2, Crystal Higgs, Van Loman. Lane 3, Rarika Kawana, Juan Diego. Lane 4, Daisy Wilson, Uinta. Lane 5, Ty Sandys, Juan Diego. Lane 6, Bailey Anderson, Ogden. Lane 7, Jem Gardner, Ogden. We do not have anybody in lane 8 in this one. The time to beat in this, Daisy is got a C time of 2:57:87, and
Thea?
Yeah, sorry guys, is at 3
minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes 42.
So it's looking like lanes 4 and 5 are the lanes to watch, but with it being heat 2, it could be anybody. Lane 4, Daisy got a good start.
Wow.
She did good off the blocks.
Yeah.
Thea had a good turn. But Daisy's still just kind of keeping her half a body length behind. We'll see what that looks like going into the backstroke. We've got lanes 3 and 1 hitting the wall pretty much together. So that's Rarika in lane 3 and Bailey Anderson in lane 6.
Yeah, Daisy is still ahead.
Yeah, Daisy's pulling a little more time out actually. A half a body length has grown to a whole body length.
Yeah, she seems to have a strong backstroke.
Third place is up in the air right now. We got 3 people hitting the wall together. So you see lane 1's actually made a pretty good move with the backstroke. That's Addie Frank for Tooele. She has now moved herself up into 3rd place going to the wall. Daisy just keeps pulling away. She's got about 2 body lengths now. So the race right now is really looking for third. Lane 1 and lane 6. Addie Frank for Tooele in lane 1 and Bailey Anderson in lane 6. All right, Daisy's on to her last 50. Oh no, that breaststroke, I misspoke. We got lane 6. Lane 6 has pulled ahead now of lane 1. So Bailey Anderson's looking like she's got third tied up unless something happens.
Here comes Daisy.
Daisy's got this sewn up. It looks like second place is solidly for Thea. I'll say it like 4 different ways and one of them's gonna be right.
Nice.
She dropped a lot of time.
Nice. She came in at 2:51.14. She was seated at 2:57. Nice job.
Lane 5, Thea dropped. She hits. She also swims a personal best by about a second. And lane 6 is going to come in for third, and that's going to be Bailey Anderson.
And she's going to drop a ton of time here as well.
And second, lane 2 snuck in and stole fourth place. Crystal Higgs.
Bailey Anderson for Ogden got 3:10. She was seated at 3:17. That's 7 seconds. That's amazing.
Right, final heat. Heat 3. These are your finalists coming up.
Okay, in lane 1 we have Kenzie Benson, Uinta. Lane 2, Megan Herman, Uinta. Lane 3, Lauren Von Niederhausen, Tooele. Lane 4, Myra Miller, Tooele. Lane 5, Megan Graham, Ben Loman. Lane 6, Anna Grammer, Uinta. Lane 7, Caitlin Rary, Cedar Valley. Lane 8, Ellie Carlton, Ogden. Myra has the fastest time in this at 2:29.20.
And it looks like, again, on paper, and with this being our finalists, and I'm assuming these seed times are pretty close, she should, I'm expecting lane 4 to pull away from everybody pretty convincingly. And I'm looking at a second place fight between Lauren Von Niederhausen and Megan Graham. Lane 3 for Lauren and lane 5 for Megan. Good starts. Maya and Lauren actually got out the blocks really well. You see more. You see, is that Myra? Myra.
Yep. Super.
Good looking butterfly right there.
So
nice
strong.
and smooth. And she's going to hit the wall with a full body length ahead of everybody else. Megan Graham in lane 5 holding tough for second. And then you got 3 people hitting the wall together there for backstroke.
Yeah, you've got Megan right on her tail.
Yeah, Megan's staying even in the backstroke. We got lane 2 actually. Lane 2 and lane 5 making up some time for that third place spot with some good backstroke. Lane 5's actually moved up quite a bit. Myra continues out front. She's got a solid lead. Megan Graham and Lauren trying to solidify that second place, but lane 2 is sticking around. Megan Herman is just sticking around, and up in lane 6 you've got Anna Grammer, who are still in shouting distance for third place. Megan made up time in that breaststroke, but now it's down to this last 50 yards of freestyle. That multiple body length disappeared.
Yeah, lane 5 is gaining. Megan is right on her tail.
I mean, it looks like Maya's going to have this. Oh, that was a good turn. Megan had a good turn and was really fighting in, but I don't think she's got enough time. In lane 3, Lauren is surging. So there's our 1, 2, 3 in the lanes we thought, but that was a good race.
Wow. Yeah, so nice job.
Good race.
Myra dropped to, let's see, 2:29:15. So she dropped her time, so that's a PR for her. Awesome. Awesome, awesome job. Megan was at 2:30:55. She dropped 5 seconds. So that's amazing. Amazing. All right, our 50-yard freestyles are next. These move fast.
Yeah, these, thankfully they're not doing flyovers, and we have a little time so we can actually announce everybody. Let's announce these ones coming in, Jen.
Yeah, so we've got 3 in this heat. We've got Kaylee Faulkner for Ben Lomond, Giovanna F for Ben Lomond, and Esmeralda Estrada for Uinta.
Daisy's a freshman.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh wow, Daisy's
that's awesome.
Daisy's gonna be fast. Yeah, there are a lot of good freshmen. We've got, I know it's Cedar Valley, and we come from Cedar Valley, but we have a lot of young swimmers.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to the next coming years.
Giovanna is our fastest one in this one. She is seated at 43.04.
Kaylee, that's all 3 of them. Kaylee was, they're all coming in together. Lane 4 and 5. So Giovanni.
Esmeralda's pulling it just a little bit.
Looks like Giovanna's going to pull it back though in lane 4. She's gonna.
It's gonna be close.
Oh, it's gonna be close.
It's gonna be close.
Yep, just out touches her. They both. That's personal best for both of them.
Yeah, 41:57. She dropped just a little under 2 seconds. So nice job. Okay, in heat 2, we have JC Roberts, lane 1, Ogden. Lane 2, Haley Shaw, Ogden. Lane 3, Bronwyn Hawkins. Lane 3, Tooele. Lane 4, Lexi Hansen, Cedar Valley. Lane 5, Reagan Palmer, Stansbury. Lane 6, Kiara Olson, Ben Lomond. Lane 7, Melanie Farley, Ben Lomond. Nobody in lane 8.
It's looking like, again, these lower heats, it's always hard to call who you think is going to be a winner. Lexi Hansen in lane 4.
Yeah, 32:81 is her seed time.
And if you haven't noticed already, fastest swimmers are always in the middle of the pool. So your middle lanes are always your fastest seed times. So Bronwyn came out strong with them there, but then Lexi, they came out together on the start, but Lexi really just pulled away in the water. But Bronwyn's trying to surge back. She could, you got Lexi breathing to the right, doesn't see that pressure coming. She almost got out-touched.
Lexi gained just a little bit of time on that one.
Which is a swimmer, when you go to region, and I've done it, you don't swim your best time at region and state. You're never happy. You always want to swim your fastest times at the end of the year.
Bronwyn dropped time though, so nice job to her, 34:14. All right, heat 3. We have Stacia Adair, lane 1, Stansbury. Lane 2, Ava Linoli, Tooele. Lane 3, Petra Anderson, Tooele. Lane 4, Ellie Soroga, Cedar Valley. Lane 5, Bailey Anderson, Stansbury. Lane 6, Hannah Bradshaw, Juan Diego. Lane 7, Amy James, Stansbury. Lane 8, Audrey Tita Munoz for Juan Diego.
Lanes 4 and 5. Well, you know what? It's just
a close race.
It's all 30s. I mean, the whole field's about a second apart. nice. I mean, Ellie got off the block really good. A little too much time maybe underwater, but she got off the block first. It was a good start. You got lane 6 hitting the wall first, which is Hannah Bradshaw for Juan Diego. And she is carrying the field right now. Ellie is trying to battle back. She's got pressure on the other side as well.
Oh, it's going to be so close, so close. I think
Lane 6. 29. Best time for her, 29.97.
Wow.
She dropped a full second from her previous best time.
Petra came in second. I think Ellie came in third. No, let's see. Fourth. Ellie came in fourth. Lane 7.
30,
Amy
22,
James came in third.
Which was the best time for Ellie as well.
Nice job.
By 2/10.
All right, heat 4. Lane 1, Julia Cunningham, Juan Diego. Lane 2, DJ Hardy, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Morgan Rutledge, Juan Diego. Lane 4, Stella Hunter, Ogden. Lane 5, Allie Blair, Ogden. Lane 6, Emberly Ferry, Uinta. Lane 7, Alyssa Roth, Cedar Valley. Lane 7,
Lane 8.
Lane 8,
Haven.
Haven Sailing, Sailing.
You can get up and go yell for your daughter.
Thank you.
DJ Hardy in lane 2, Danielle Hardy, that's ours. So Jen's gonna go yell for her daughter while I announce. This is lanes 4 and 5 are swimming 27s. In theory, that should end. DJ got a great start actually in lane 2. She got out first. We got a tight race going in though to the wall. This is a close field. I can't even tell you who's winning yet. Lane 3 is making a move. And lane 6 up top as well. Okay, who even won that race? Lane 3, 27:09 was Morgan Rutledge, which is a personal best for her. Danielle swam, just for the record, almost swam her personal best. She was right on the button. But yeah, so we had lane 3, which was Morgan Rutledge win that race.
She dropped 20.
Lane 6, who had a late push, that was Emberly Farley for second, and then lane 5, Allie Blair for Ogden. That was a really tight race. Okay, number 8, right? Is that what we're on now? No, number 9.
Number 9.
No boys.
Yep. Yep. Do we have a break? Is that what they said?
Oh, we do have a break, don't we? All right. So we are at break, and we'll probably mute you guys here for a minute, and we'll bring it back in a little bit.
6. What did she get?
right, looks like they've cleared the pool, and we're gonna be working our way back up to be getting started here again. So let's get this event. This is event 9.
All right.
No, they're calling the swimmers up, so we're ready to go.
All right, we'll announce the heat here. We've got 3 in this one, right? Yeah, 3 heats in this one. So lane 3, Audrey Litz, Ogden.
We've got just a minute though. They haven't even lined them up outside yet, I don't think.
Well, it's hard to say. They have to all be here.
They're just barely starting to walk up.
Okay. Audrey Litz, lane 3, Ogden. Lane 4, Aslan Morris, Cedar Valley. Lane 5, JC Roberts, Ogden. These 3 girls do not have any seed times yet either, so it'll be interesting to see kind of how this all comes together.
I mean, it is kind of interesting that you were regions and you don't have a seed time in the event, but coaches were allowed to bring X number of swimmers, so
Yeah.
put them in. So again,
we only have 2.
we did not have a lane 3. Nope.
We don't have lane 3.
So we've got Aslan Morris in lane 4, and JC Roberts in lane 5. And I've said this before, but I think it's true. This is an event coaches sometimes put people in just to see if they will swim it. just to see if they're really committed to swimming. Because unless you love butterfly, this is not just torture.
Again, I'd be at the bottom of the pool.
Okay, so we've got Aslan Morris for Cedar Valley, leading ahead here in lane 4. And this is her first time swimming it, so good for her. JC Roberts making the turn for her last 25. All right, so we've got a 1:38.48 for Aslan Morris and a 1:46.91 for JC Roberts for Ogden. All right, heat 2, Jen.
Okay, heat 2. We don't have anybody in lane 1. Natalie Milligan, lane 2, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Sydney Sherwood, Tooele. Lane 4, Sasha Runnelson, Uinta. Lane 5, Jacqueline Hatch, Ogden. Lane 6, Kendra Sandberg, Ben Lomond. Lane 7, Haley Shaw, Ogden.
All right, so no one in 1 and 8. All right. On paper, it looks like
Lane 4.
lane 4 and 5.
Sasha, yep.
3 seconds between
and
them.
Jacqueline.
Yeah, and Jacqueline in lane 3. Sasha looks like she should have the best time. Again, it's a heat 2, so you can always get surprised by somebody else. So Sasha's going to hit the wall first. She's got a half a body length on everybody else. At the moment, and second place is just up in the air. Lanes 3, 5, and 6. So Sasha maintaining the lead. Sydney Sherwood has been staying right on her hip, but loses a little time on that turn, letting Sasha pull out a body length. But Sydney is looking like a second place. The third place battle is looking like lanes 5 and 6 between Jacqueline Hatch and Kendra Sandberg.
Really?
Oh, but lane 3.
Yeah.
Lane 3 is starting to fade. So lane 4, Sasha is going to win this. Lane 3 is coming under pressure from Jacqueline Hatch.
Wow.
But it looks like Sydney's going to just pull it out, and Jacqueline finishes in third with a close fourth by Kendra Sandberg.
So Sasha dropped time from 129.38 down to 128.99, so nice job.
All right.
Okay, our heat 3.
So our final
we have Thea Sanders, lane 1, Juan Diego. Lane 2, Caitlin Rary, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Megan Graham, Ben Loman. Lane 4, Kelly Kazir, Uinta. Lane 5, Caitlin Taylor, Stansberry. Lane 6, Anna Grammer, Uinta. Lane 7, B. Pascal, Juan Diego. Lane 8, Allison Valadez, Uinta.
Yeah, Kelly.
Yeah,
Kazier.
Kaze, I don't know.
And
sorry,
Caitlin
guys.
Taylor, lane 4 and 5 are 106. Kelly looks like on paper to run away with this at a 106. The 3-second lead to the next, which is Caitlin in lane 5. It looks like the fight's going to be for third place between lanes 3 and 4, Megan and Anna. Jacqueline actually got a really good start in lane 5. She's going to lead to the wall just barely.
Oh, it's going to be close. We've got Caitlin and Kelly.
Jacqueline's leading right now, but now you see Kelly. Kelly's now starting to pull. Yeah. Caitlin Taylor. So Kelly in lane 4 is starting to pull that half a body length on Caitlin Taylor in lane 5. In lane 3, you've got Megan Graham, who it looks like she has third solidly wrapped up, but now this is a race. Closer than I expected. Caitlin's holding on. I mean, Kelly's holding on, but Caitlin's coming. Caitlin could out-touch her. She does. Wow.
Nice. Holy cow. And
Caitlin dropped a ton of time. And did you see her? She stretched out for that finish instead of taking that next stroke.
That was awesome.
And that's how she out-touched her. She just stretched out instead of taking another stroke and just beat her to the wall.
Gosh, Caitlin dropped 4 seconds. That was amazing.
That was a race.
Okay, our women 100-yard freestyle is up next. We've got 3 heats in this again. Lane 1, Anna Nettle, Ben Loman. Lane 2, Caitlin Nilsson, Stansberry. Lane 3, Birdie Packham, Ogden. Lane 4, Kiana Tamai, Cedar Valley. Lane 5, Kai May, Wilde or Wild, Ogden. Lane 6, Jana Mayer, Stansberry. Lane 7, Melanie Farley, Ben Loman. Lane 8, Esmeralda Estrada, Uinta. The time to beat in this is Kiana in lane 4. She sits at a 1:23.64. The next fastest is a 1:26.47.
And in these lower heats, I kind of expect to see surprises. Kiana gets in the water first. Good start for her. She's going to lead him to the wall. And you're going to notice, you've probably already noticed, occasionally you're getting a swimmer in these lower heats that is not making a flip turn. And if I'm being honest, if your flip turns are slow, it's faster to do that. I mean, not to say you're not going to work on your flip turns and you're going to make them faster in practice, but if your flip turns if you're really struggling with them as a newer swimmer, in a race it might just be faster to touch the wall. Lane 3, that's Birdie Packham, is starting to make she is coming on strong for this last 25. Kiana's looked like she faded a little bit.
Yeah, you've got.
And Birdie was pulled,
right
but Kiana,
right
that turn again was a little faster, and
Yeah.
she pulled out. So she's going to win this heat. She's definitely going to beat her previous best time, though. Oh,
Nice.
119. She dropped like 4 seconds.
Nice. Birdie came in at a 122. She was at a 127. Wow, that's awesome. So she dropped like 5 seconds. That's amazing. So awesome.
Oh, I didn't put the heats in. I guess I should put
Okay,
that on here.
heat 2 in lane 1, Victoria Togg Ogden. Lane 2, Amy James Stansberry. Lane 3, Ava Linolie Tuwilla. Lane 4, Haven Sally Tuwilla. Lane 5, Bailey Anderson Stanberry. Lane 6, Audrey Tita Munoz Juan Diego. Lane 7, Karina Mendez Uinta. Lane 7, Mackenzie Justinson Tuwilla. The girl to beat in this is close. Haven and Bailey are both
They
super
are
close. Like,
they're 400ths
Yeah,
of a
400ths
second
of a
apart
second, yeah.
for their best time. So both swimming a 108.95 and a 108.99. And that's again lanes 4 and 5. Haven in lane 4 and Bailey in lane 5 should be the lanes to watch.
oh,
And our first, I think it's our first false start of the day.
yep. At state, are you DQ'd for that?
Used to be a single false start they would DQ you, but they don't do that anymore. Now you see her be a lot more tentative off the block because of that. She got off a little slower than she probably wanted to. 4, 5, and 6 all hit the wall together. Lane 4 gets a little bit better turn. Haven. So Haven just barely in front of the pack right now. Lane 5 in second.
Just
Lane
barely.
2 kind of actually making a little surge there.
4 and 5 are neck and neck. You've
Good
got
turns by
and
Haven
Bailey.
though. Her turns are good. They're keeping her up front. Lane 2 is making a big push. That's Amy James. And it's starting to close up.
Yeah.
Lane 5, Bailey is just pulled in front. Lane 2 is trying to. It's all about second place. It looks like Bailey
I think
Anderson's
Bailey's
going to win
get
this.
it. Yeah.
And lane 3 and 2 are making the push. They're fighting for second place. Wow, it's close.
Nice. 107.20. She was at 108.99.
Times dropped again. Nice times by everybody there. So Bailey in first. Ava
took
Leone
second.
in second, right?
At
Yeah, second place.
107.96. She dropped 2 seconds.
And lane 2, Amy James came in third. All
right,
right, our final heat coming up.
Heat 3. Okay, we have Julia Cunningham, lane 1, Juan Diego. Lane 2, Dory Tweedy, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Morgan Rutledge, Juan Diego. Lane 4, Stella Hunter, Ogden. Lane 5, Emily Anderson, Juan Diego. Lane 6, Lauren Von Niederhausen, Tooele. Lane 7, DJ Hardy, Cedar Valley. Lane 8, Ellie Sorogas, Cedar Valley.
All right, go yell for DJ.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Mom's going to go yell for lane 7 for Danielle Hardy. So lane to watch, Stella Hunter has the best seed time here of a 1:23. She should be the one to beat, and that's lane 4. But it could be tight. Lanes 2 and 3 are really close. We actually 101s here between several swimmers. Good start. Gets off the block well. So right now, lane 5, Emily Anderson just barely, barely out front. It's anybody's race right now between lanes 3, 4, and 5. In lane 3, you've got Megan Rutledge who's making a push. In lane 2, Dory Tweedy is also staying up there. I mean, this is anybody's race right now. Lane 3, Morgan Rutledge is really surging. And she's pulling Dory Tweedy kind of coming out of nowhere, trying to get into the top 3. And she does in lane 2 with a 1 minute. Dory Tweedy drops 2 seconds from her personal best to get there. So first place in lane 3 was Morgan Rutledge. Second place in lane 2, Dory Tweedy. And then third place in lane 6 is Lauren Niederhausen. That was a fun race to watch. A 59.84. 59.84.
That is awesome.
Wow, good. She dropped.
Morgan, wow, nice job.
She dropped a second and change.
Nice job.
She dropped almost 2 seconds there. Really good.
Danielle gained. Okay, our women 500-yard freestyle is up next. In lane 3, we have Stacia Adair for Stansbury. Lane 4 is Tatum Wanless for Cedar Valley, and lane 5 is Audrey Litz Ogden. Stacia, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, and Audrey both do not have times in this heat. Tatum is sitting at 9:41.93. This is a 20-lap race.
Okay, so we're looking at about 9 minutes.
Yep.
9-10 minutes here of swimming. So just lanes 3 and 4.
Oh, just 3 and 4. Okay. So Tatum and Stacia.
Yep, Tatum Wanless in lane 4 and Stacia Adair in lane 3.
They just lied. I started swimming this summer, and I can't believe how hard it is. You forget, right? I did it when I was young. Yeah. It's young. It's harder than running. But it feels better than swimming.
So this is a 20-lap race. You'll see on the right side, actually, you know what? You can't really see on the right side because of where that camera's at, but they've got boards with numbers on them so they can count off the number of laps the swimmers have in the water. Because it's easy to forget where you're at in a 20-lap race. So they'll have a partner on the other end of the pool, tell them what lap they're on, so they can just keep track as they go. All right, so in lane 3,
This is the 500.
we've got Audrey Litz for Ogden. She's done 10 laps, so she's at her halfway point right now. Tatum Wanless in lane 4 has completed her 7th. She's coming in for her 8th right now. And again, in this particular one, Audrey Litz hadn't swum this event before, and so this is her first time setting a time. You'll notice in lane 4 Tatum doing backstroke, right? It's a freestyle event. So a lot of times we think about freestyle, everybody thinks about what's going on in lane 3. Technically that's the crawl. That's the actual stroke is the crawl. Freestyle means you can swim whatever stroke you want. So in a freestyle event, last year we watched an Ogden swimmer, I think, I can't remember who it was, do the 500 freestyle all butterfly.
Oh yeah.
Do 500 yards butterfly.
Exhausting sport. Like, why would they do
So you can, and the thing is you can do it as long as you swim the stroke you're swimming appropriately. You have to swim it the way the stroke's meant to be swum. You will not be disqualified. But you can swim any stroke you want, and you can alternate strokes in any freestyle event.
that? I like how
All right, so we've got Audrey Litz. This is her last 75 yards. So she should be getting the bell here, I think, when she hits the wall. We should be hearing the bell for the last 50 yards. There you go.
So good.
So in this event, they either literally ring a bell, or they will do that over the PA to indicate to the swimmer this is their last 50 yards.
I was only 2 girls.
Oh, three's here.
So Audrey's coming in. Yes, right?
Stacia.
Lane 3, Stacia.
Yes.
I've been saying Audrey Litz. Why are you barely now correcting me?
I know, I'm sorry. It really was Audrey.
She's finished the race.
Yes, she did.
This is your job,
I'm
is
sorry.
to correct
I
me.
failed. I did fail.
So everybody who's listening to this, I've been announcing her name wrong the
It's
entire
really,
time.
our heat sheets are backwards from the lane lines, and so
Stacia
it's
Adair
super easy to get.
has just finished with a 7:16, which might actually win the event for the well, no, it won't. That was that's a time
That
for
would
a
be
second heat.
too. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if she had swum, does someone want to weigh in on how you say this right?
One of those.
If she had swam this event earlier in the year, she would have been seated in heat number 2,
Yeah.
the next heat.
Yeah.
And someone from heat 2 would have been bumped to this heat.
So, yeah.
But since she was a no time, they have to swim in the early heat because no one knows what their time is yet. They can't seat them properly. But yeah, 7:16:52 for Stacia Adair. My apologies.
I know, I'm sorry. I didn't catch your
See,
name, Audrey.
it's Jen's job to correct me when I'm getting names wrong.
I'm sorry. It really is backwards, even though there's only 2 swimmers. It shouldn't have been that
It
confusing.
shouldn't have been that confusing. There's only 3 names on this sheet, and I get it wrong.
Let's go,
That's terrible.
Tatum. Let's go. Come on, Tatum.
All right, 2 laps left for Tatum. She's wiped out, and she's going. Yeah! And what I love is she's not quitting. She's done. She wants to be done. She would be happy to get out of the pool, but she is finishing her race, and that is what makes it awesome. That is a rough race, and again,
Good job, Tatum.
that's what makes it awesome. Is that you've got swimmers. You have a race where you just want to die. You want to get out of the water and walk away. But she finished. She didn't want to do that last 100.
No,
she hung
she
on the
did
wall.
so good, though.
And she was thinking. You could tell she was thinking about whether or not she wanted to go. But she did it. That's awesome.
She's awesome.
She did so good. So good.
Good job, Tatum.
Okay, and heat 2.
Okay, sorry, me. Here we go. Heat 2.
We've got Haley Helms, lane 2, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Kendra Sandberg, Ben Loman. These names are throwing me. Sasha Runolfson, Uinta. Sorry, guys. Lane 5, Shannon Booth, Ben Loman. Lane 6, Jim Garner, Ogden. Lane 7, Caitlin Blackham, Ogden.
So lane 4, Sasha Runolfson. We're just going to call her Sasha so we don't keep
Watching her
messing up the last
yes.
name. 7:21.54 in lane 4. She should, for this heat, she should run away with this particular heat. It looks like she's going to have the best time. And, it's early, but it looks like that's the case as she's rolling out quickly. These heat times are all pretty well spread out. I'm not sure if we're going to see a fight for a particular place or not. You're seeing Haley and Kendra, lanes 2 and 3, obviously right close to each other right now, but we're only 3 laps into a 20-lap race. So we'll see how it plays out here. So it's right now in lane 4, you've got Sasha, who is, as expected, just pulling away. Lane 3, Kendra is starting to just kind of pull into second place a little more solidly. Third place, you got 3 lanes. Lanes 2, 5, and 6 are all right together right now. Based on times, I expect to see them separate. But again, earlier heat, you just don't know what you're going to get. So Sasha is coming into the halfway point in lane 4. So she's leading, looking, she's just starting to lap people right now. Lane 5, you're seeing Shannon Booth kind of, she's pulling up even with lane 3, Kendra Sandberg. And so lane 6, not lane 5. Lane 6 is Jam Garner for Ogden. She's actually kind of pulling herself into the second place conversation right now. Lane 6 and 3 are in second place. Sasha in lane 4 is she's ahead. Obviously, she's starting to lap the field. But your race, what looks like could be a race, is going to be lanes 6 and 3 right now.
I'm trying to get.
All right, so lane 4 still. Sasha continues to be, well ahead out front. She's going to be, it looks like she's on her last 75 yards right now. You can see her starting to pick up that kick, pick up the stroke. She's trying to find those last bits of energy to finish the race. In lane 6, Jem Garner has solidly taken second place for Ogden. So she still has 100 yards to go right now, but she's solidly in second with Kendra Sandberg in lane 3 in third place. And we'll just follow this all the way through to the end here. Sasha is using whatever she's got left as she's coming into the wall. Her best time's is 7:21. I'm thinking she's going to take big chunks out of that.
Which is awesome.
Oh, yeah, she's going to take 15 plus seconds out of that.
Yeah,
Nice Nice.
Nice.
7:04:51.
So
Wow, that's a big improvement. Good job for her. Good job.
I'm always so impressed with how well these kids can pace themselves on this race because I don't know how you do it.
Lane 6, Jim Garner, unless I have completely missed something somewhere. Now I'm looking at the boards. Jim Garner is on her last 50. She is in second place. It looks like she has it completely sewn up at this point with Kendra Sandberg in lane 3 coming in for third. So Jim is, Jim Garner is accelerating here, just putting her last bits in. Her previous best time was an 8:21. She's going to take some big chunks of time out of that as well, it looks like. She's going to take about 10 seconds plus out of that.
Nice.
So a personal best.
Yeah, 8:09:59. That's amazing. That's amazing.
And Kendra Sandberg hits the wall in third place. There's your first, second, and third coming in.
Kendra Green, just a little bit of time. She was at 8:11, picked up at 8:16.
Looking like lane 5, Shannon Booth for fourth. And the race is for fifth. You got Haley, who was just trying to catch and beat lane 7 there. But
Yeah.
all right. Okay, our final
guys,
heat
final heat,
is coming up. These will be our fastest swimmers for the 500.
Daisy Wilson, lane 1. Uinta, lane 2. Lachelle Coombs, Tooele. Lane 3. Abby Kendall, Cedar Valley. Lane 4. Sharon Sills, Tooele. Lane 5. Hadley Thomas, Uinta. Lane 6, Wakely Mickle, Ogden. Lane 7, Jade Holman, Uinta. Lane 8, Elise Baker, Juan Diego.
Lanes 4 and 5. Sharon Sills and Hadley Thomas both swim 6:10s in this event. It's a long race, and if you have an off day, it really shows up. But it could be a good shootout for first place.
This is the third heat at 500.
Sharon gets a good start. Gets out of the water. Comes out first. Now, when you have two swimmers that swim a 500-yard race at such an identical time, what's going to be interesting to see is how they swim the race. This is a race where some swimmers like to come out fast. Others like to pace themselves and save more energy for the middle or back half of the race. So it's really, the trick is, I don't know these swimmers well enough to be able to say what's customary for them. But you see in lane 4, we've got Hadley coming out quick. Sharon coming out quick, and Hadley kind of was back off on her heels a little bit ago. And let's just say Hadley's someone who normally likes to save it for the end of the race. It's easy to get baited into swimming a faster race up front than you might want to. So we'll see how it plays out, and if they stay close to each other. Right now you got Hadley in lane 5 looking like she's just kind of trying to stay back in the wake of Sharon. And now she's pulled even. So lane 3, you've got Abby Kendall for Cedar Valley, who, based on time, looks like the obvious choice for second place. But you've got lane 2, Lachelle. Looks like Lachelle Combs, who's hanging tough with her right now, at least keeping it close. Got the wrong number on a board down there in lane 5. All right, never mind. I thought we had the wrong
yeah,
numbers on the board.
Oh, interesting.
In lane 5, we actually have her counting down
Instead of up.
while everybody else is counting up. I was momentarily concerned that, because that's the halfway point. We're at the halfway point right now. Showing 9 laps left. Sharon has pulled out more of the lead. And again, I don't know what's to be expected here, but right now she's showing good pace and is holding the lead just past the halfway point. We see Abby Kendall in lane 3 for Cedar Valley has solidified herself in the 3rd place.
Are you getting doves?
So Danielle, I've got my daughter here sitting. Since, you know, she's not swimming again till the last relay. Is this a race you would swim, Danielle? Would you want to swim this race?
I almost offered when Coach was like talking about giving us events, but then I was like, just kidding, I'm already booked.
You're just not a fan of the distance races? All sprints for you?
Yeah, I think that's why Coach took me out of the 200. And he put Abby in because she's faster.
So right now, actually, you're seeing Abby, speaking of Abby, Abby Kendall is starting to close in on Hadley. Hadley looks like she might be fading a little bit. I'm not sure if we've got Sharon speeding up or Hadley fading, but Sharon is continuing to push her lead. And you've got Abby Kendall for Cedar Valley starting to close in a little bit on Hadley Thomas. So we're on our final 100 right now. Final 4 laps of the race. Sharon continuing, and she's starting to pick up the pace as well. Now you're seeing Hadley trying to pick up the pace as well. And I see Abby Kendall again. It looks like she's closed that gap a little bit, but is that too much to make up in the last 50 yards? She's starting to pour it on. It's a long ways to go, though. Okay, coming in first, Sharon Sills is going to seal this up and win. It looks like she's going to drop a good chunk of time. 10 seconds she dropped. Lane 5, Hadley is going to hold off second place. She swims a 6:10. And Abby Kendall swims a personal best in 3rd place. She drops about 7 seconds.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, 6:13.
Oh, yeah.
6:18.
She dropped about 5
Nice job.
seconds.
Nice.
To swim a personal
Nice.
best.
I'm hoping to shoot for a 103.
Yep.
And we've got lane
swimmers
2
that picked up
trying
the
to.
pace right at the end.
Right there. Okay, we got another foot on there. Lane
Michelle.
2 sneaking in.
Michelle Coombs at 6:42. Gained a little bit of time. Jade looks like dropped a little bit of time. Nice job. Okay, our women's 200 yard freestyle relay is up next.
Let's see. We've got a few more laps over here in 8, I think.
Oh, we haven't finished. Sorry, guys. I'm looking between lines on our clock.
All right,
Okay,
so we have the last 25 finishing up in lane 8. And on deck, yeah, go ahead and start announcing that. Event 15.
All right, we don't have a lane 1. In lane 2, we have Stansberry. We have Kara Hollinger, Bailey Anderson, Amy James, Caitlin Taylor. In lane 3, we have Juan Diego, Emily Anderson, Morgan Rutledge, Julia Cunningham, Hannah Bradshaw. Lane 4 is Uinta, Kelly C., Emberly Ferry, Megan Herman, Hadley Thomas. Lane 5 is Tooele, Sharon Sills, Kylie Randall, Lauren Van Niederhausen, Myra Miller. Lane 6 is Cedar Valley, Ellie Sorogas, Ashlyn Lockwood, Caitlin Rary, Abby Kendall. Lane 7 is Ogden, Victoria Togg, Jacqueline Hatch, Bailey Anderson, Audrey Litz. We do have alternates in all of these, but I'm assuming the girls that we're reading is.
Yeah, we don't
we're
really
looking
know. We don't know if they've switched up the lineup at the last minute, because some of these show 8 swimmers, which we know is not the case.
Yeah, and then for lane 8 is Ben Lohman, Lindsay Cummins, Kiara Olson, Giovanna F., and Shannon Booth.
Okay, lanes 4 and 5, Uinta and Tooele. The best times for the relays are a 1:52.72 and a 1:53.53. So 1 second, just under a second, separating those relays. That could be a race.
Interestingly enough, we have pack records here, and the best time on this is
A 1:41.
1:41, which is like 10 seconds faster.
All right, lanes 3, 4, and 5 leading out. Going to hit the wall together. And this is just straight up sprint. Good turns on lanes 4 and 5. Tooele and Uinta. We've got. It looks like Kelly's going to hit the wall just in front. Good exchange for Uinta there. Oh, now lane 3, I'm thinking that's Morgan Rutledge in the water, is bringing Juan Diego to front.
Wow.
But you're probably going to see that power shift, but that's a fast 50.
Wow, that's impressive. Nice.
So Megan Herman in the water for Uinta in lane 4, trying to pull back the time on Juan Diego in lane 3. And she's starting to pass Julia Cunningham.
3 and 4 are like neck and
Fast
neck.
run. Lane 5, Lauren Niederhausen just touches the wall. So this is who we got. These are all, Juan Diego is trying to make it. They're trying to pull an upset right now. Oh, but lane 4 and 5 are pulling even. This could be an amazing race. Lane 5, Tooele. Myra Miller is just going. And Tooele's going to pull an upset, and Juan Diego's going to sneak in for second. Yeah.
Wow, 150. And they were seated at 153. They dropped 3 seconds.
Wow. Fun
Amazing.
race.
Amazing.
Fun race. That was nice.
Super impressive. 156. Yeah, Juan Diego dropped time as well. They were at 156 and they are at 151. Nice job. That's awesome. All right.
Event 17. That was fun.
All right, this is our women's 100-yard backstroke. So lane 3, we have Stella A for Ogden. Lane 4, Caitlin Blackham for Ogden. Lane 4, if I didn't say that. Ella Black, lane 5 for Cedar Valley. Stella and Ella both do not have times in this heat. So we'll see how they do. Caitlin is seated at 2:02:56.
So please let us know if you're seeing any issues on the stream. From my end, it looks like we've still got a good connection, and it looks like we've been streaming fairly solid. So I'm hoping it's still looking good on your end, and that my hotspot isn't giving us issues. So in lane 3, you've got Stella for Ogden. Well, looking like she was going to hit the wall first, and then Ella kind of pulled ahead. They're going to hit that wall. Oh, it looks like Ella had that momentary snap where she forgot what stroke she was swimming. I've done it.
Probably the disadvantage of having the girls today and the boys tomorrow is that these kids don't get much of a break in between their events, so it's a lot of quick time out of the water, a quick probably cool down, warm back up and back in.
So Caitlin Blackham in lane 4 for Ogden is looking like she's going to win this heat. She's had a good, solid run. The question is, can she swim a personal best? Which is what you always want to do.
Lane 5, Ella may have been DQ'd.
I think I've seen hands go up. So
yeah.
I think she was disqualified, unfortunately, when she made that turn and swam a moment of freestyle. Now a moment of crawl. All right. She is going to drop a lot of time. Her previous time was a 2:02:56, and Caitlin swims. Well, it was a 1:49, 1:40 something.
Yeah,
but it looks like a mistouch.
Yeah.
So a high 1:40, low 1:50. She dropped a lot of time.
Yeah, Stella coming in.
And another mistouch. And lane 3 gives us a good touch. There we go.
So let's see, what did Ella's at 2:07:79.
Yeah, you've just got to reach in and hit the pads. You can't hit the top of the pool like you're finishing a set in practice.
Stella got a 2:06:97, right? Okay, our heat 2. We've got Amelia Hardy, lane 1, Ogden. Lane 2, Riley McIntyre, Tooele. Lane 3, Isabel Lay, Tooele. Lane 4 is Lindsay Cummins with Ben Lohman. Lane 5 is Magdalene Ovando, Tooele. Lane 6, Kylie Carlisle, Cedar Valley. Lane 7, Kaylee Faulkner with Ben Lomond. The girls, this is going to be another close race. The girls are all super close. 131s and 132s. Lane Magdalene. I apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong. She's ahead at the moment, but it's going to be close. We've got lane 6 with Kylie Carlisle, kind of right on her. We're kind of neck and neck with her.
Yeah, 2
And
and
lane
5.
3, we've got Lindsay, who's also, they're all kind of coming into the wall together.
Lane 2 is challenging for the lead right now. See, you glance away from your heat sheet and you forget where everybody's at.
Lane 5.
So lane 2 is Riley. Lane 3's coming back. It's lane 5 and 6 now.
Yeah.
Lane 6 is going to go in the lead right here. And that's going to be Kylie Carlisle for Cedar Valley.
Really, Magdalene and
Magdalene had a good turn and actually was a little bit ahead of her. Kind of caught some of that time, but Magdalene's coming back on Kylie. Now lane 2 though is really, this is Riley McIntyre and Isabel Lay are
I think
fighting.
she's going to touch first. Nice.
Isabel just out touches.
Isabel, yeah.
Just out touch.
132.21, so she dropped just a little bit of time, which is awesome. Kylie comes in second. 132.92, so she gained just a little bit of time. Nice job, ladies. All right, our heat 3. We have Angel Burns, lane 1, Juan Diego. Lane 2, Reagan Palmer, Stansbury. Lane 3, Jade Holman, Uinta. Lane 4, Tyus, Tosolini, Juan Diego. Lane 5, Hannah Bradshaw, Juan Diego. Lane 6, Tally Reynolds, Stansbury. Lane 7, Shaylee Kluber, Cedar Valley. Lane 8, Crystal Higgs, Ben Lomond. The time in this is Tyus, I'm so sorry, and Hannah Bradshaw, 119.05 and 119.68.
So in this one, what is it? Looking like Theus?
Yep, and Hannah.
And Hannah.
Yeah, they're both super close.
You see, I'm just gonna say that name wrong the entire race. But they're both from Juan Diego, lanes 4 and 5, and those two look like they should be the ones fighting it out. Lane 4,
yeah, solid.
Theus gets a good start. First in. But you've got Hannah, who's just kind of gotten right back up, even with her. Lane 5, Tally Reynolds.
Lane 6.
Lane 6, thank you, Tally Reynolds.
These two, this is Hannah and Teas that just came into the wall.
And Teas is pulling out. She's putting Hannah further back down by her feet. The race for third is looking like it's going to lane 6, which is Tally Reynolds. I don't know if Jade Holman has enough to to make an issue of it at this point. Mateus is going to put a whole body length on. It looks like she's going to win this race.
And she's going to drop some time as well.
And Hannah's going to come in second. And then we've got Tally Reynolds in third.
Wow, she was at 119 and dropped to 115.
Well, they both swam personal
So,
bests.
nice job. Hannah came in at 117, so she dropped a couple of seconds. Awesome.
They both swam
job.
really good races, but best times for both of them.
Okay, our heat 4. We have Alyssa Roth, lane 1, Cedar Valley. Lane 2, Ellie Carlton, Ogden. Lane 3, Emily Anderson, Juan Diego. Lane 4, Kelly C., Uinta. Lane 5, Caitlin Taylor, Stansbury. Lane 6, Emberly Ferry, Uinta. Lane 7, Kate Walker, Tooele. Lane 8, Kara Hollinger for Stansbury.
It's Hollinger or Hollinger?
Yeah, could be either.
Kelly looks like she should have the best time. She has the best time on the heat sheet with a 106.12. Caitlin Taylor, next closest with a 107.46.
Yeah.
So 4 and 5 should be your fight for first. It looks like Kelly should have the better of the field in lane 4.
The women's pack record, if anybody is curious, is 59.39. That was 2018. 59.39.
I don't even know if I swam a 59, but I don't know if I ever swam that low of a 59.
Stinking fast.
That's fast. Kelly gets a good start. Was not the first off the block necessarily, but had a really good underwater butterfly. So Kelly and Caitlin are head to head. Kelly is pulling out. She's going to pull about almost half a body length going into the turn here. Caitlin makes a little bit of that up on the turn. But Kelly just kind of inches away once they're swimming. So going into the last turn, again, you see Caitlin pull a little bit back. And now she's really piling on. They're going to come in right next to each other. Caitlin might out-touch. She does. Caitlin reaches back for that last stroke and just stretches out and out-touches Kelly. Oh, they dropped some serious time too.
Oh my word, that was, yeah.
That was a good race.
Oh my word.
Why can't I spell? Okay, we're coming up on event 19, which is the 100-yard breaststroke. Heat 1, Jen.
Okay, our heat 1. We don't have anybody in lane 1. Lane 2, Birdie Packham, Ogden. Lane 3, Caitlin Nilsson, Stansbury. Lane 4, Maddie Nicholson, Tooele. Lane 5, Shaylee McLaughlin, Cedar Valley. Lane 6, Belle Sepulveda, Cedar Valley. Lane 7, Kiara Olsen, Ben Lomond.
So lane 4, Maddie Nicholson for this first heat has the best time. She is going to hit the wall first on that 25. Bell in lane 6 and Shaylee in lane 5 are trying to stay close, and you've got lane 3, which is Caitlin Nilsson. It's looking like lane 5 and 3 right now for that second place fight. Shaylee making some ground up on Maddie right now in lane 5. She's made ground up on that lane 4 swimmer. I just see Maddie look over her shoulder and see that pressure coming.
She was definitely spotted her.
Yep, she's seen her now. They're going to hit the wall together.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, she gets a good turn. So Shaylee gets a good turn, but is she going to fade or does she have enough to actually go? Because now you've got Maddie coming back at her. It looks like Maddie is going to just power just enough to get through.
Yeah, barely out. Touch her! 1:36:46.
Half a second between
Maddie.
them.
She dropped time, a ton of time. And Shaylee also dropped time. 1:36. She was at 1:44. Amazing times these girls are putting down today. Okay, heat 2. All right, we've got Artie Johnson, lane 1 for Ben Woolman. Lane 2, Victoria Todd, Ogden. Lane 3, Bailey Anderson, Ogden. Lane 4, Kenzie Benson, Uinta. Lane 5, Allison Valadez, Uinta. Lane 6, Rurika Kawana, Juan Diego. Lane 7, Savannah Greer, Juan Diego. Lane 7, Jana Mayer for Stansbury. My brain cannot wrap around the SHS and the BLHS. I don't know why.
There's a reason why I have you announcing all the school names and all the kids.
All right, in this one, you've got Allison at a 1:27:50 and Kenzie at 1:26:77. So
Lane 4 and 5.
yeah, lane 4 and 5 will be the ones to watch.
And again, based on times, right? You just don't know what's really going to happen in these lower heats.
The fun thing about these meets is that these kids know that they're up against the very best. So it pushes them to be better, to swim faster. So you'll see a lot of times dropped in these events and in state.
When you see Allison, who's just holding off Kenzie right now. Kenzie, the top seed in this heat. Allison's just got her by shoulders right now. Third place still looking like it's too early to sort out. But the fight for first, they're going to hit the wall pretty much together.
It's going to be close.
And Allison's pulled a little ahead on that turn. Kenzie's starting to inch closer.
Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be really whoever touches first.
There it is, right there, 5.
So close. So Allison just
about 2/10 of a second, just a little over 2/10 of a second between them.
1:26:39 and 1:26:57. They both dropped times in those. So
Nice
that
to
was
see
awesome.
them. Nice to see them congratulate each other there. That was awesome.
All right, heat 3.
So this is your final heat, your fast heat final heat for breaststroke.
So lane 1 is B. Pascal for Juan Diego. Lane 2, Megan Herman, Uinta. Lane 3, Kylie Randall, Tooele. Lane 4, Myra Miller, Tooele. Lane 5, Allie Blair, Ogden. Lane 6, Dory Tweedy, Cedar Valley. Lane 7, Tetra Anderson, Tooele. Lane 8, Ashlyn Lockwood for Cedar Valley. Our fastest time here is Allie Blair in lane 5. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Myra Miller at a 1:14:67. I'm going to primaries.
Yeah, so it's 1:14:67 with Allie Blair in lane 5 at 1:15:24, and Kylie Randall in lane 3 with a 1:16:18. Those are your top 3 contenders. Dory Tweedy, I'm just going to say it, Dory Tweedy's been having a really good meet today. So I wouldn't be completely surprised if she snuck up there and was trying to sneak in for third place. Good start in lane 4 by Myra. And now this is a good example of seeing different techniques in the water. You've got some people who are swimming really fast strokes. You're seeing lane 4, Myra Miller, who spins over, a little bit of a glide, but really trying to spin faster. In lane 5, you see a little more of a glide. You see Dory in lane 6 has probably more glide than anybody, and she is fighting for third. You see her have a nice glide and streamline. I wondered if Dory would challenge, and she is. I just don't know what she has for the last 25.
Let's go.
So Myra is holding a commanding lead in first. Dory is definitely taking third place at the moment. It looks like she's
It's gonna be close.
It's gonna be close, but it looks like Dory's gonna sneak in for third place, and she does.
Wow.
So Myra Miller takes first, Allie Blair takes second, and Dory Tweedy in lane 6
takes third.
She dropped 4 seconds.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
3 seconds. Good race.
Oh my gosh, amazing, amazing, amazing.
All right, we're on to the last event of the day, which is going to be the 4x100 relays.
We need these Tooele boys for all of our girls. Yeah, like it's been really fun. There's some guys here from the Tooele team that have just been rooting all of their girls on. It's been really fun. It just helps hype up the energy.
Yes, it does.
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
go ahead and...
All right, we have got in lane 1, we have Juan Diego, Hannah Broadshaw, Audrey Chicha Munoz, Teas Tosolini, Ty Sondes. In lane 3, we have Uinta, Haley Thomas, Daisy Wilson, Allison Valadez, Anna Grammer. In lane 4, we have Tooele, Kate Walker, Petra Anderson, Lachelle Coombs, Lauren Van Dieterhausen. In lane 5, we've got Ogden, Stella Hunter, Wakely Mickle, Audrey Litz, Allie Blair. In lane 6, we have Cedar Valley, Abby Kendall, DJ Hardy, Alyssa Roth, Dory Tweedy. Poor Dory, she just got done.
Oh my heavens, I didn't realize she was in this one.
Lane 7 is Ben Lohman, Crystal Higgs, Kendra Sonberg, Artie Johnson, Megan Graham. Lane 8 is Stansberry, Reagan Palmer, Jana Meyer, or Mayor, sorry, Tally Reynolds, and Stacia Adair. The favorites in this are going to be lane 4 and 5 according to our heat sheets. Tooele is at 4:14.53 and Ogden's at 4:14.97. Uinta and Cedar Valley are not far behind them, as you can imagine. Talking with the girls, they want to all beat their times. I love this 4x1. This is actually probably one of my very favorite races.
4x1's fun. Well, Tooele and Ogden, I mean, they're 0.4 of a second apart for their best times.
It's awesome.
So lanes. Oh, you do have my sheet. I thought I had.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. We're at the end. I'm like, where did my circles go and my little brackets? I thought maybe I'd just losing my mind. It was late. I was late when I was marking this up. Yeah, so I mean, it looks like lanes 4 and 5 should be the battle for first and second. It should be tight. Lanes 3 and 6 are a second apart from each other. So Uinta and Cedar Valley. So that's your third place fight, most likely. And we'll see what happens in the water. And Cedar Valley, I'm assuming potentially a couple of these teams have swimmers that just swim, like Dory, but we'll see.
She's got to be on a high. She dropped some serious time today.
Danielle always swims better on her relay events, and she attributes some of that to it's a looser atmosphere when you're over there talking with your teammates.
So good.
got some announcements here, and I think they're announcing some results. Unfortunately, I can't really understand them.
Yeah, we can't understand it from up here.
Looks like Uinta's winning the meet at the moment. I don't know when those. I don't know when those results. As of when those results
I don't know. Yeah, we're just barely catching tidbits here.
It's going to be Ogden, Stella Hunter. I'm assuming. I apologize if these are not the right swimmers. There's only so much we can. If they change the swimmers, we don't know. But Ogden going out first.
And Tooele.
Cedar Valley hanging tough in lane 6. Dead, right now just in second place, and Tooele in lane 4, just right there.
And then you've got Uinta. Not far behind.
So Abby Kendall for Cedar Valley actually had a great turn and is going to pressure Ogden and bring Cedar Valley in first place. Danielle Hardy is going to hit the water for Cedar Valley in lane 6 right now. In lane 5 for Ogden, you got Wakely. Lane 4 for Tooele, you've got Petra Anderson. Go Daniele. That's my daughter. Can't help but root. So Cedar Valley in lane 6, surprisingly, is ahead right now. And Danielle is keeping that lead she entered the water with. It looks like Wakely for Ogden is in the water. Now Tooele's got some competition in lane 3 coming from Uinta. Uinta is pulling up on Tooele. Cedar Valley, Danielle's still holding strong. She's got to have a good last 25 here to keep her lane. She had a good turn to kind of keep that gap for first place. So Danielle's going to pull them in with just over a body length. So Cedar Valley is going to hit the water with Alyssa Roth with about 1.5 body lengths on Ogden right now. Tooele in lane 4 is holding on to third place, but getting some pressure from Juan Diego in lane 2. Now Cedar Valley is holding steady right now. In fact, they are pulling out. Alyssa Roth has put a couple more body lengths into her lead, and this is a surprising event right now, if I'm honest. Now in lane 4, you've got Tooele putting on the burners too, and they're coming up to pressure Ogden for second place. Now Dory Tweedy for Cedar Valley just came off of a really tough race in the 100 breaststroke, and she's hitting the water for Cedar Valley in lane 6. Tooele has brought it even for second place, just about, with Ogden. So Ogden lane 5, I think has Allie Blair in the water. And Tooele has Lauren Niederhausen in the water. Dory Tweedy for Cedar Valley. Ogden's coming. They're cutting into that lead. But Dory's got a good turn, and she's just got to put on the burners. Use whatever she's got left, because she's got to be tired. Tooele has brought this race dead even for second place. Laura Niederhausen putting the move on Anna. Dory Tweedy is going to bring this home for Cedar Valley. They're going to upset here with a first place in the relay. Totally unexpected. Tooele and Ogden are going to finish right next to each other. Tooele's going to take second. Ogden's going to take third. What a race! Woo!
Oh my word!
Well, that was a fun race. Holy cow!
Awesome. Oh my gosh! So lane 4 came in second. Tooele, they came in at 4:16:55, so they gained just a little bit of time. And lane 5 is Ogden at 4:17.
Oh my heavens! Cedar Valley dropped
4:17:84.
like 10
Cedar
seconds.
Valley, yeah.
Oh my heavens!
Oh my word, that was awesome. So
That was a
fun.
way to finish the meet. That's awesome.
Oh my word.
Way to finish the meet. Well, that, folks, is that. That was fun.
Nice job to all the teams today.
Yep, nice jobs to all the swimmers. We'll be back here tomorrow for the boys.
Looks like Juan Diego, just for times. Juan Diego came in 5th, and our lane 7 is our Ben Loman. They came in 7th, and our 8th is Stansbury. So nice job to everyone today. The girls, they did awesome. The boys will be fun to watch tomorrow. So
that's that. That's a really fun way to end the event, though. That was
same bat time, same bat. What is it?
same bat time, same bat channel. It'll actually be a different link, but I hope you all have it.
That is true. For those of you who are watching the boys tomorrow, there is a second link that will be different. What we will do, if you can hear.
I do not know. Somebody's happy about something, but
yes, we're not sure what. What we will do, hopefully later tonight, is get this stream up. It'll have all of the events linked in the comments, so that you can just go back and watch your swimmers. You'll just be able to click on their event, and then that way you don't have to scroll through and try and find them through the whole meet.
all right. Well, we're gonna sign off. I don't know that we will get. We're not gonna be able to hear the results up here anyway. So,
We
wish y'all the.
can put them in the comments later tonight, though.
Yeah.
We should be able to get a find.
Yeah, this will be uploaded. So, and I'll break it down by event, so
I
you
just
can
told
jump to events. And I wasn't paying attention.
Yes, I
Thank
just
you.
told them. We will upload it. You'll be able to click on
I
the
was
events.
I was texting someone.
It's okay. I got you. I got you.
All right. We'll see y'all tomorrow.